Tom Aspinall is not holding back. He believes deep down that he can beat Alex Pereira if they ever end up fighting. When someone asked him directly about that potential matchup, Tom didn't blink, he didn't flinch. His answer? Full of confidence and just the right amount of swagger. Do I think I can beat Alex Pereira? I think I could beat anybody. That wasn't some arrogant throwaway line, it was a statement, a real one, and it's coming from a guy who's been tearing it up in the heavyweight division, a division filled with absolute monsters. Tom's confidence isn't just talk, it's built on experience. His recent fights, they speak for themselves. He's gone up against some of the hardest punchers in the sport and came out on top. Dominant performances, highlight reel finishes, knockouts. He's not just another name in the rankings, he's the real deal. To Tom, power is everything in this division. He believes that if he lands clean, it's over, and that's it. And honestly, his recent fights prove that. He's shown that he's got the kind of knockout power that can end any fight in a split second. But here's where things get really interesting. Tom pointed out that Pereira hasn't fought at heavyweight yet. That matters a lot. Sure, Pereira is a beast at light heavyweight, his striking world class, his timing sharp as a razor, but heavyweight is a different world. At heavyweight, fights aren't just about speed or accuracy, they're about grit, toughness, being able to take a punch and still keep going, and more than anything, delivering raw, unforgiving power again and again. Tom lives in that world, he's used to it. Pereira, not yet, and Tom made that clear, even bringing up Pereira's most recent loss. He's not saying Pereira isn't dangerous, because he definitely is, but heavyweight, that's a whole different level. And let's be real, when Tom was asked again if he believed he could beat Pereira, his answer was loud and clear. Yes, no hesitation, no backing down. He meant it. So now the hype is building. If this fight ever happens, it might go down as one of the most explosive clashes in MMA, period. Before we get to the next huge update, let's take a moment to check in on what you, the fans, had to say in the comments of our last video, the one where we covered Jon Jones saying he might be done fighting. Let's just say, y'all had a lot to say. First comment we saw? Good, can we now move on from Jon Jones? Tired of this whole thing? Whew, straight to the point. Some fans are just fed up with Jon's back and forth. He's been the center of drama for years, and now people are just ready for something new. New champions, new stories. And this comment nailed that feeling. But of course, not every comment was serious. One user joked Jon got one whiff of that Thai guy's hair on the bike and decided he has a new calling in life. Okay, now that's funny. A perfect example of how MMA fans turn viral moments into jokes. This was clearly a jab at that recent Thai Versa video. The internet stays undefeated. Then there was this absolute roast. I guess now the only thing Jon is fighting is his sexuality. Yeah, that one sparked a lot of reactions. Some thought it was hilarious, others thought it crossed the line. Either way, it shows how divided fans are when it comes to Jon Jones. He brings out big emotions. Whether he's fighting or not, people care. They react, they argue, they laugh. That's the power of being Jon Jones. Now let's shift to something exciting. Ilia Topuria, he's not just thinking about winning, he's thinking about making history. Right now, Ilia's prepping for a massive fight against Charles Oliveira for the lightweight title. But according to his brother Alexander, they've got even bigger plans. And we mean big. Here's the dream plan. Beat Oliveira and win the lightweight belt. Wait for Islam Makhachev to move up to welterweight and win that title. Set up a fight between Ilia and Islam for the chance to become the first ever 3-division champion in UFC history. Lightweight, featherweight, welterweight, that's unheard of. Some fighters have made history by winning 2 belts. McGregor, Cormier, Amanda Nunes. But no one's ever done 3. And Ilia, he's undefeated. Powerful, slick, mentally unshakable. His team believes it's possible. If he pulls this off, it would change the entire conversation about greatness in the UFC. Fighters would stop thinking about just dominating one division, they'd start thinking about legacy in a whole new way. So keep your eyes on Ilia Topuria, because this run, it could go down in the history books. Meanwhile, MMA journalist Ariel Helwani isn't staying quiet, he's calling out the UFC big time. Ariel says the UFC needs to stop hiding the truth about Jon Jones. Either Jon told them he's done, or he didn't. If he did, why keep it secret? Ariel thinks the UFC is... They don't want to shake things up unless they absolutely have to until a main event spot opens up. They're just sitting back, but fighters like Tom Aspinall are stuck, waiting. And Ariel says that's not fair. If John really isn't coming back, strip him of the title and let Tom fight for the real belt. And here's the kicker. According to Helwani, the UFC already offered John a ton of money to come back. He said no, so this might actually be real. John might seriously be done. And then there was the video. John was caught on FaceTime telling a friend he's finished fighting. He looked happy, relaxed, no stress. But then, one day later, John posted the same video to his Instagram with a caption that read, "Droma dog got humbled fast. Have you ever seen a dog correct another dog like this?" Fans went wild trying to figure out what it meant. Was he trolling? Was he serious? Then it got worse. A fan accused John of wasting Tom's prime. John's reply, "Cry more." Yup, he said that. And with that, the war of words continues. Let's take a break from the chaos and talk about something cool. Tony Ferguson recently reacted to Israel Adesanya training with David Goggins. If you don't know Goggins, he's a former Navy SEAL who's famous for his hardcore workouts. He pushes athletes to their breaking point, physically and mentally. Tony trained with Goggins before his fight with Paddy Pimblett, and it was so intense, he threw up. That's how brutal it is. When Tony saw Israel doing the same training, he smiled. "Hell yeah," he said, "it's good, man." Every fighter should go through that. He believes one Goggins workout can change your whole mindset. Not just your body, your soul. Even though Tony called it light work for Goggins, the impact it had on him was massive. And that's what this sport is all about, pushing limits, getting uncomfortable, becoming unbreakable. Okay, let's go back to the biggest question fans keep asking. Why haven't we gotten Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall yet? Ariel Helwani just dropped a huge truth bomb about that. It's not just about contract, it's not even about beef, it's about strategy. The UFC doesn't need that fight right now. Their calendar is already stacked. Big name events, packed cards, every slot filled. So they're saving that mega fight for a time when they need it, when a main event falls apart, or when they need to sell a PPV. Helwani even gave it a name, Holatocracy. Instead of booking fights based on merit, the UFC just fills holes in the schedule. That's the system. It's not about fairness, it's about business. So for now, we wait. Unless something big changes, we're probably not getting Jones versus Aspinall anytime soon. But remember, MMA is wild. One injury, one tweet, one cancelled fight, and everything changes. Final thoughts? So now we ask you, should Jon Jones be stripped if he keeps sitting out? Does Tom Aspinall deserve the spotlight now? And can Ilia Topuria really make history as the first ever 3-division champion? Let us know in the comments, because this story, it's far from over.